Oh, the anticipation.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 89 of Super Geeked Up.
Holler!
This is presented by Frostbite Pictures. I'm Jeff. Thank you for geeking out with us.
And I'm Nicole, and you're watching Super Geeked Up, the live geeky web show where we answer geeky questions, play fun geeky games, and have awesome web series guests on with us.
And I'm Tanya. You can follow along on Twitter at SuperGeekedUp. Make sure to use the hashtag SGU. And tonight we are talking about who would be our sidekick of choice. We're also going to talk about the Streamies, which is an awesome award show coming up, I believe, in the fall. A couple of our games tonight are Trailer Trash and Name That Geeky Character or Show. And we've got a huge amount of guests on today from various shows. So we have people on from Still, we have people on from Hench, and then we have Clutch, Asset, and Out with Dad, all in one lovely funness.
Episode 89. Sorry, that was me.
You just had to do that again?
Yeah. I have my other computer speakers on, I forgot. All right. I can stop watching myself. All right. We do have a plethora. I'm going to use a big vocab, a plethora of web series guests on tonight. Let's start with the gang from Still. I'll go one by one, introduce them. Angela Andrews is here.
Hello.
Hi, thank you so much. Great seeing you again.
You too, Jeff.
We have Michelle Stahl.
Hi.
Hello. Simone Leorin.
Yes.
That's, all right, not too bad, right, the name?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
All right, cool, thanks. And we have Brent Berry.
Hey, how's it going?
Really good. All right, so we also have returning from their amazing one-night performance on our show, Being Drunk, the guys from Hench.
Woo!
Daryl Crittenden. How's it going, Daryl?
It's going great. Thank you for having us back, and I promise tonight will be totally different.
It's not at all. From the pre-show, we already know that that's not true. Yeah.
Oh, I'm in LA instead of New York now. That's what's different.
Right.
Okay.
His co-star Jake Bennett should hopefully be popping up any time, or you can just join the camera with you, Daryl.
Yeah, I may call him in a second. I put him in the backyard. I'm not joking. I put him in the backyard.
All right, just call him in with you. Yeah, that's going to be a noise anyway. So, and we have from 3 different series, Clutch, Asset, and Out with Dad, making his 500th appearance on the show. Jonathan Robbins is here.
Hey, I'm just here to keep up that margin of the lead.
All right,
from coming back, I'm like, no, gotta be here.
And from the outhouse in Daryl's backyard, here's Jake Bennett.
Yeah! I got to go up finally, because I'm good at computers.
Not to like pick at you, Jake, but you don't have a lower third, and I'm just saying it looks really unprofessional. So,
look, we should all just be thankful that I was even able to make it. But I will correct it just for you.
Thank you. Hi. What a dick.
All right.
All right, so we're going to talk to all these guys about their series in a little bit. We're also going to do Trailer Trash. Hey, folks, if you're watching live, by the way, thank you. Please tweet us at SuperGeekedUp, hashtag SGU. Let me tell you the trailers so you can go watch them as you... Okay, you can watch that and this at the same time. You can multitask. I believe in you. So you can get prepared, though. We're going to talk about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer, Exodus, Gods and Kings, Hercules, and The Giver. Those are the 4, right? So catch up on those. Keep watching this, though, please. Let's kick things off with our geeky question of the week, Tanya.
Sure. Basically, I was inspired by awesome people. So at any given point, everyone needs a little help from friends. So which sidekick would be your compadre of choice, and why? The why is important. We need to know this. Who would be your sidekick of choice to help bail you out of difficult times? No one wants to go. I see a lot of pensive faces right now.
I will jump in with a real short answer. So many people will keep this short. My sidekick of choice right now would be Clara, the companion from Doctor Who, because she's cute for no other reason, really. That's it.
No.
Okay.
I'm doing a Doctor Who puzzle right now, and it's behind Jake, right where he is. Can you show the kids at home, Jake?
Yeah, it's all that stuff on the table right there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I feel you,
Awesome.
Doctor.
I think I lost a piece.
Son of a bitch.
Sorry.
You literally smashed it when you walked in the room. What about you, Angela? Do you have a sidekick of choice?
Oh no, I was trying to think that through. The newest show that I'm in right now is Penny Dreadful, which isn't as geeky as like Robin or anything, but I would take Eva Green, Vanessa Ives character anywhere I could go.
Very cool. Very
Yes.
cool.
Have you guys seen Penny Dreadful?
No, but I want to.
I like Eva
You
Green.
gotta.
That's enough for me.
Yeah, right, Eva Green. So like that. In 300, hello. Did you see that movie?
I
I
haven't
saw
seen the sequel
all
yet.
of it, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Now I want to see it.
Yeah, exactly. We have one so far from Twitter. Anthony is saying, "Can Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk, be my sidekick?" I think that's fair.
I think he's going to be the psychic of She-Hulk, not the other way around.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, that also works.
She-Hulk's not a psychic. Come on. Yeah.
That's true. What about you, Daryl?
The boot meme.
About you. What about you?
My sidekick would have to be Peter Venkman from Ghostbusters.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Just because, like, no matter what the situation is, no matter how serious it is, he keeps a lot of levity. And, like, the guy's fucking smart, or at least if he's not smart, he surrounds himself with smart people. So I feel like, you know, that would make me smart just by being in proxy to him. That's how it works.
Because I've been around you for years, and you're still stupid. So it doesn't really work.
Wow, that came out of left field. Jake. That was
A
rude.
stupid person would think that.
What would a smart person think, that you're a dick?
No.
Anyway, but that Peter Venkman, thank you for asking about my opinion.
Anytime. All right, Mr. From the Outhouse Peanut Gallery. What would you take?
I would pick Charlie Kelly from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Because he would do anything that I asked him to do. Just anything. And that's what you really want out of a sidekick, just someone who's going to do anything, no matter how crazy and stupid it is. I think that's why, and he's good for a laugh. He's good for a laugh. That's why I would pick Charlie from It's Always Sunny.
But don't you also want a sidekick to be the person who could be like the voice of reason if you're about to like cross over to the dark side, or you know?
Nah, because I'm the voice of reason. I don't need another one.
Okay.
He is the dark side, is what he used to say. He is the dark side.
Nice. A couple more from Twitter. We have K9 from Chris Headley saying K9 from Doctor Who as well, because having a robot for a dog is cute.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not wrong.
We also have from Underground Badger, Nicolas Cage. Andy, to have someone on hand who could steal a Declaration of Independence.
I feel like they may have missed the point of what acting is. But is Underground Badger a regular? I feel like that name's familiar.
He is. He is.
Okay. That
He
name's
may
awesome.
be someone. He may be a Canadian who is possibly trying to steal artifacts from America. That could be what's happening right now.
I feel like I shouldn't talk about him anymore, otherwise the CIA is going to show up. So.
It's possible. I feel as though we shouldn't do that. Lindsay running is saying Harlequin because I'd be a villain if suddenly endowed with superpowers. I need some extra crazy on my team.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
I
what about you?
like. I'm sorry. Let me read one more tweet here. Karen L. Dodd says, "Robin, then I would always seem cool no matter what I did or wore."
True.
Good reasoning.
Very good reasoning. What about you, Brent?
I'm gonna go with Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad.
Ooh.
Dark sidekick, cool guy. Definitely doesn't know what he wants, but then in the end he always knows what to do. cool guy. So.
And you get to say "yo bitches" a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Awesome.
Can't argue with
Jeff-
that.
Are
What
you
about
cooking? Are you cooking a lot of drugs? Is that why you want him to be around? Is that how? I don't know.
I don't know. I can't exactly talk about that. Public focus.
He does have a water cooler in the background, I'm noticing, and I'm betting that's a water cooler full of meth. I don't know what meth is, but I'm betting it's in that water cooler.
You just got to supply.
How do you guys fund still again? Like, how do you raise your money? Just curious if that's somehow
Oh,
involved with meth.
we sell these special blue pop rocks to kids.
Yeah.
Put it this way, all
That's
those
part of the
zombies,
plan.
they're not actors.
Yeah.
On Twitter, Ashleman Ash says, perfect sidekick, Peter Venkman, nailed it. So he loved your choice, Daryl.
Yes.
And our good buddy at Dezel says, this is a difficult one. I'd end up the sidekick every time.
Oh.
Always the sidekick, never the bride.
That's it. You got it. That's it. That's exactly it.
Always the Robin, never the Batman.
There you go.
That's better.
Hey, there you go.
That's something that only 10 people are going to ever say again.
What about you, Jeff? And I'm hoping that there's some in-depth answer here. I feel as though you should have considered this at some point.
Cool.
Well, why? Just because I host a show and know the question way in advance?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do have an answer, although, as we've been talking, I almost want to pick Jake's character from Hench, because he can, like, knock down trees with his bare hands.
Yeah! Yeah! That's my man! All right.
Besides that, though, my other answer I had was actually from the Disney animated series, Kim Possible, Ron Stoppable, who's her sidekick. Because he's hilarious. He knows where all the good food is. He has a naked mole rat called Rufus. So it's really you're getting two sidekicks for one in that deal.
He built the Nako.
Yeah, exactly. And his pants fall down on every mission, so he distracts your enemies when his pants fall down.
Yeah.
What's he got going on down there is my question.
He's got a naked mole rat going on down
Dang.
Nice. How about you, Michelle?
You know, I've thought about this for a really long time, but I'm going to go with Monroe from Grimm because he's a blue bud. That's simple.
All right.
Cool.
I like it.
Cool.
I have to.
He does not have a naked rat down there.
No.
Or is he making any mouth?
Or does he?
Simone, what about you?
He says, I knew a
I
real
would
life
go
side.
with Jack Black in the Nacho Libre. Careful.
Nice.
And
Wow.
you got a costume there. It's awesome.
That's a great character. It's a great movie.
And Nicole, I'm hoping your answer is very eloquent and thought out.
It kind of is, actually, I think. I was thinking Yoda because we're about the same size, and
Alright.
Wait, what?
I'm really short, so
You have to be.
it's also wide, so it's a lot of wisdom to give me, so.
Nice. Nice.
So just to, wait. No, I'm sorry. Don't move on. Just to clarify, you're picking your sidekick. First of all, your sidekick is a leader. So just take that enough. You're picking him based on height. Based on height.
Yes.
Then go Odd Job from James Bond. He's
Or go like
What?
what is the Gadget Duck from come on, Jake.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ducky the Gadget. What is it?
Why do I have why do you have problems with my character? Like, you haven't had problems with anyone else's sidekick.
You're not picking him because he's a Jedi. You're not picking him because he's a total badass little green lizard guy. You're picking him because
Those are all obvious.
So
I
you're gonna
was
give
just
him the eye.
picking the unobvious, which would be the height. because I don't want someone overpowering me, like, physically, so...
What do you think's gonna happen with his sidekick? What sidekick overpowers their person? Robin never like pins Batman down and says, "It's time, Batman."
Whoa. Did you just say Robin never pins Batman down and says it's time? That's the rapiest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I wish you
So
wouldn't
basically-
say.
So basically, Nicole, you want to make sure your sidekick never gets a hunger for power and then overthrows you. That's kind of what you're hoping for.
Like, stop picking on me. It's okay. Like, it's alright. Just like, calm down. Okay, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, and if your car ever gets stuck in a swamp, he'll take it out.
However, if you ever want a straight answer from the guy, it's going to take 20 minutes to get directions to Walmart.
Yeah, it's like reading a fortune cookie. It's weird.
Backwards. It starts in bed and ends up in a restaurant. I don't know.
So this discussion made Twitter explode. I don't even know where to start, but there's various ones like Yoda is no one's sidekick, like, things like that, trying to imagine Yoda's expression when referred to as sidekick.
Alright, so, I'll be his sidekick or something.
You'll be his Padawan. Yeah.
Wait, who's this guy? Wait, who's that guy? That's the guy I was trying to remember.
What?
Is that with
Rogers?
Darkwing Duck or Duck Rogers? Yeah, what is it?
But it's the robot one.
It's a robot Darkwing Duck, right?
No, we have a suggestion. It's actually this is from Anthony. Perry the Platypus from Fennis and Ferb.
He's like your height. He's like 2'2".
His nephew watches all the time, so supposedly that's who that is.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I don't know.
Gizmo Duck.
That's it, Gizmo Duck. Yes.
Nicole, Gizmo Duck. He's your height. There you go. And he's a robot.
Yeah, alright, I'll go with that. Okay, I changed my answer. We'll do Gizmo Duck, okay.
Alright, Nicole and I can remain
Most
friends.
forced answer out of everyone.
Dazzles, by the way, on Twitter, who had said he would be the sidekick, he finally came up with an answer. He says, I know, Rodney McKay, I could use a genius on my side from Stargate Atlantis. Excellent.
Nice. We also have from Timekeeper David Nabbit, the geeky billionaire software developer from Angel. He's enthusiastic and gives golden marketing advice.
Oh, nice.
Just looking to spin anything, he would be the guy to go to. And I would pick, and again, this is not surprising to people who know me, I would pick Willow from Buffy.
Because you want a crazy evil witch to tear your face off?
No, because she's my sidekick, so I could tell her to do that.
Okay.
You would tell her to tear your own face off?
Please, rip my face off.
Please.
Please, Willow, rip my face off. No, I can't tell you. I can't. I'm so conflicted. Let's just make out instead. And then, I'm kind of a lesbian. So am I now.
What's wrong with you?
No, she'd be awesome sidekick. Powerful Willow's amazing. Not evil Willow. I didn't say evil Willow.
First of all, evil Willow from the alternative universe Willow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so hot. Jake, don't come in here for like 20 minutes. Is all I'm saying.
I will just go out of the side gate. Don't worry about it.
Nice.
On
We're
Twitter,
bringing a
by the
level
way,
of class to your show, Jeff. I'm sorry.
I don't know why we keep asking you guys back on.
I know.
They just keep hacking the link and jumping on every once in a while.
That's right.
On Twitter, Bethany, who watches every week, thank you, Bethany. She says, I love nights filled of SGU Super Geeked Up. They bring light to my life. Well, that's nice. Thanks, Bethany.
That's lovely. Followed by Geek On. I like that.
Yes.
Very nice.
Oh, and Dezel says, Dezel's in Australia, so it's Thursday afternoon for him. It says, it makes Thursday afternoons at work fun for me. Nice.
You watch
He's
during
in the
work?
future?
He is.
Maybe
What
they're all his
happening?
sidekicks.
Oh my god.
By the way, we have tweeted in from Timekeeper the Gizmo Duck activation word, Blatherin' Blatherskite.
Oh my god! I want to
Yes,
make out with that person. That's brilliant.
This is awkward. You've made it weird again.
That's
Hey, Timekeeper, I'm sure he can't wait to make out with Daryl now. Great.
Timekeeper. Just give me a call. I'm around.
All right.
Yeah, and awkward. Hey, why don't we talk about our series, everyone?
Best
From that on.
segue ever.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yep.
All right, let's start with Angela. Will you tell us about Still?
Still is a web series that, let's see, Simone, and I've actually never met Michelle Stahl. Hi, Michelle. So fun to be in Still with you. Yeah. And Brett does FX4. I forget what the log line is. It's about a small town. And
Slewtown,
USA, yes. And a small town in Slewtown, and there's a sound in the sky, and weird things began happening. Beached whales, birds falling from the sky, people becoming still, and we don't know why, and so we're beginning to unfold. We just released episode 10, I believe, guys, right? And 11's going to start shooting next month, and then I think episode 12 is going to end the season off, and we'll start season 2 for the fall.
That's fantastic.
Cool.
Yes, and we have some other little bits and pieces that Simone can talk about too, or Michelle. But I have a love affair with a egg salad sandwich that is grabs you. Hopefully,
It's a little
glass of water.
awkward. Makes me uncomfortable.
It's kind of like pairings. It's pretty much like pairings, you know.
I have like 5 questions, and I
At least
I will save
5 questions. Yeah. But I think you need to drink to answer them. I don't know.
No, I'm fine. Go, Daryl, go.
So you're in love with an egg salad sandwich?
So have you seen it?
No, I haven't. I didn't get
I've seen an egg salad sandwich, but not one that I would make love to.
That's why we're here. Like, I mean, we're promoting our
To
shows.
learn.
Like, you post a link. Can it go in the group chat here in the Google Talk?
I'm sure it can.
There's
I'll
some-
see if I can figure that out.
Is that
Drop a
something?
link called email, Daryl. We can send you the link after.
He wants to watch it now. Best do not watch it
Explain the
now.
Email. Explain it. That's an electronic something. I'm
Yes.
assuming.
Exactly.
You can go to chroniclefactory.com and watch all the episodes, but episode 2.
Somebody, Brent just posted
Nailed
it,
it.
so I'm just gonna do that.
Brent. Thank you.
Brent and
But
all of his.
not right now. You're on a show.
Not right now. Not right now.
No,
Watch right now.
Not right now.
Basically,
Watch it
there's this guy named Levi who you don't know what's wrong with him after the Sound of the Sky, if he went crazy before or after, if he always was. And he has watched me eating my egg salad sandwich every day, and he loves the way I eat them. And
What a
he
creeper.
begins, right?
Yeah, it's so
I
weird.
didn't hear them. Yeah, I know. You totally relate to him. So he sets the sandwich down. I don't know you, but I know you. You know? He sets the sandwich down, Daryl, and he does things to the sandwich.
He does.
He does things to the sandwich.
How did I not get cast as this?
Because you're on another 3-4 web series.
Yeah.
Pushing down trees, I guess. I don't know.
No, Jake pushes down trees. I just
Oh.
I
Catch
get.
them?
Now I feel like you're calling me like the submissive one in a gay relationship.
Sidekick.
Never a
Never.
sidekick. Always the bride. Always the bride.
Always the Robin.
Wait a goddamn minute! You got me again. I'm gonna absolutely watch this tonight. This is what I'm gonna do tonight. This is what I'm gonna watch. I'm excited.
Awesome. It's a really great series.
Forget House of Cards. I'm going with still the web series.
Boom.
Do it.
We're on the Italian Netflix. So there, does that count? In Italy, we have. Yeah.
Yeah, I will be in Italy.
We're dubbed in Italy.
I'll be in Italy. Fucking never. So.
Poor
No.
guy. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, boy.
Are we gonna do a little Kickstarter to send you to Italy?
Send me to Italy just to watch.
No, you can come with me.
Did you have to
Yeah,
change
there
it
you
to
go.
a meatball
stay with you,
sub so
Simone?
it would translate?
No, they speak the language of love in Italy and
I guess so.
garlic bread.
After watching Perry's pairings, I wanted meatballs. But after watching Still, you probably won't want.
Go on. Tell me more about these meatballs you want.
Actually, why don't you tell us more about Hench? Why don't you tell us about Hench?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
well done, Nicole.
That was great. You really diffused that sexual tension there like that. Jake, do you want to talk about Hench and
I don't want to talk about
I'm really
anything
good about
anymore. You've made it weird.
I mean, you're gonna.
I'm just gonna
sandwiches.
Just gonna go.
What's Hench about? I don't even know. What's Hench about?
Hench is about 8 minutes long.
Who do you play?
Jesus Christ.
Hench is a web series about a guy falling into his destiny of becoming a henchman. And we've kind of flipped the whole crime genre on its head, where the henchmen are the A characters and the B characters are the leaders of the gangs and groups and families and mafiosos and whatever else. It's all about Roy falling into this and meeting this weird, wild, wonderful group of people who treat murder and crime with levity and don't really ever seem to be bogged down by it. Imagine if It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia was kind of like set in a crime world, or predominantly, constantly in a crime world.
It's like Arrested Development and Breaking Bad had a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But in that baby, it was,
and neglected that baby,
and then also didn't give that baby nearly the budget it gave itself.
Right.
But it's been a lot of fun. We did one season. We have the second season for a web series written, but actually right now we can't do the second season yet because we're in talks with a network that I can't say XXX about actually taking it to network. So we'll see what happens with that. But we are thank you guys. We're really hoping that a little Streamy love will come our way, and so just like everybody else here, and they're just as deserving. I mean, I really think the Streamy should be just like a night of paying homage to the people who put their time and money into these web series, because like you were joking earlier, I'm also in another one called My Gimpy Life, which is Teal Shearer's web series, which is a fantastically hilarious, just straight shot look at disabilities, Hollywood, and just fucking comedy. And everybody that pours their heart into these web series really deserves a moment in the sun. And so I try to support everybody, and I hope everybody supports me. We can be each other's bras, is what I'm saying, guys. No?
Are you saying
corduroy underwear?
Yeah, no.
That
saying bra?
Well, no, bra, girls have boobies, Jake.
Oh,
they
yes,
fall
they
down.
do.
So what you do is you lift and separate.
No.
No?
I was trying
the hell
to
is food?
segue. I was trying to segue into Jonathan Robbins, but you know what, Jonathan? Why don't you just tell us about Clutch and Out with Dad?
Actually, boobs and clutch go really well together.
Okay, there you go. Speaking of boobs,
if there's an egg salad sandwich involved, I'm in.
Well, I'm going to be upfront with everybody right now that there are no egg salad sandwiches in any of the shows I'm involved in.
Son of a bitch!
Are there boobs?
We got the market on that. All right, good.
But there are boobs in all three of them, in one way or another.
There are three boobs?
It's like Total Recall.
Yeah, I love it. That's my sidekick.
Exactly.
The sidekick?
Well, with 3 shows to pitch, my challenge is to do them all in 3 words each. So I will pitch Clutch.
Who gave you that challenge?
Himself.
Clutch, girls, guns, vengeance.
Wow.
Asset, CIA recruits civilian.
Good.
Out with Dad, love, family, understanding.
No.
Wow.
Well done.
That was well done.
The last one
egg salad sandwich.
Yeah.
Boom.
Nailed it.
There's a lot more.
No, that's the entire series.
Oh my gosh.
That's what gets him in the door, hopefully.
Yeah.
There is a lot of talk on Twitter about how sensual egg salad sandwiches are and fetishes around that, but I'm not really going to go into that discussion.
Oh,
That is happening online.
Are we gonna find a way to convert, or combine ground sex into egg salad sandwiches? Is that like our goal tonight?
I think that's the only way you can really do it, because if you do it in space sex, then the egg salad's going to fly around, right?
It's gonna spoil. It's gonna spoil. It's gonna happen, Tanya. It's gonna spoil. It's not gonna keep up there. That's gonna be the problem.
Well, I mean, if you
That's a yeast infection you do not want.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh, Michelle.
Jeff, can you tell us about Super Geeked Up in 3 words or less? Or Super Knocked Up, I should say.
Wait, everything has to be 3 words or less now?
Yeah.
He set the bar.
He set the bar. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Is it like name that show? But it's I can name that show in 2 words, or I don't know. I'm gonna go home. I'm sorry.
Yeah, please do. Superhero impregnates villain. That's right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean,
That's
if that doesn't sell in Hollywood, I don't know what will.
I know. Well, hook me up with your FX or whoever it is.
All right. Well, let's see. I can try doing progress in 3 words. Steam-powered internet.
Steam-powered internet.
This is kind of 2, but yeah.
This is such a strange game Jonathan has started.
Yeah, I need more words on both of those. So all of those. I need at least 10 words or more.
Okay, I can jump in for asset and give an actual explanation.
Say
Jonathan
the name
Robbins,
slower.
Mr. Producer. Basically, Asset is about the CIA recruits a Canadian guy, unknowingly to him, to take down a Russian arms cartel.
That's
cool.
Awesome.
That's a web series?
That's a web series, and some of it was shot in Prague, yo.
What the
Prague.
Uh-huh. That's how we roll in Canada.
Isn't that like that's like a spaghetti sauce, isn't it?
No, that's
what I was thinking.
Prego.
Fairly certain.
Prego. Oh. Okay. I get foreign countries and spaghetti sauces mixed up all the time.
Guys, you just seen him trying to point to the map of Spain, and he kept just pointing to a bottle of like fucking like marinara sauce for like days.
On Twitter, Charles Churchio says, "I came in late. Is this a drunk episode redux?" Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
So he wanted to get his beer.
I am sober.
Round 2.
What?
No, you're not at all.
And Timekeeper actually has 3 words for Nicole for progress. Steam-powered ripper.
Yep, that's a good one.
Alexander Martin tweeted that in too. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, sorry, that was Alzheimer's. Sorry, I was reading 2 tweets at once. Sorry.
It's about Jack the Ripper, is what it's about. So.
Jack the Ripper.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh.
Why are your web series so much better than mine?
Because we're talented.
Damn it. I'll accept
What
that.
was that saying? Like, always the sidekick, never the bride, or something like that?
Yeah, seriously, can you guys all post your web series in the group chat? Because, like, I want to see them all.
Well, why don't we...
I mean, I've seen Super Knocked Up, obviously, because
We
I
can
have
send
to
out an
kiss
email
Jeff's
to
ass,
the
otherwise
group
I don't get on.
later on. How about that?
Yeah,
We'll send out...
Jeff will send an email with all the links. Yeah.
Okay.
He still doesn't understand the email concept, but he'll learn, hopefully.
It's an electronic what now? It's an electronic...
pigeon carrier.
Oh, God, fuck those things, man. They're
I don't trust pigeons.
You know what's funny?
They're dirty.
I almost worked the word cunt into the situation, but I didn't.
Come on!
No, I didn't. I'm saying, but the first two don't count. The cameras weren't technically rolling. That's right. Thank you, Tanya.
I am fair. I know the rules. The rules are no C word live, but you've got one.
Well, you guys bleep this out, right? You bleep it?
Oh, yeah, we're on a 30-second delay.
Absolutely.
That explains my mental acuity in this situation.
That's a big word.
So Matthew Carvery, who is the co-creator of Acid, tweets in, Acid shot entirely while covered in spaghetti sauce.
See? See, I knew
Matthew,
it.
I don't think I was on set for those days.
I wish you were.
You were passed out drunk when he shot those scenes, Tanya.
I drink a lot of
Poured all
vodka.
over you, yeah.
Wait, I have a crazy idea. Let's shoot a web series. Can we shoot a web series with spaghetti sauce and an egg salad sandwich? Like, there's something there. There's something to be done there.
Wait, is it called on the ground or in space?
Yeah.
I need a
I feel like, I like the web series should be called Delhi. And we can shoot it in New Delhi. Oh my God.
And this is how 90% of Hollywood films are thought of.
There's not enough wine in
Oh,
this house,
fun.
just so we're clear.
Airplane versus Volcano was thought of entirely like this, right?
Oh, it was. Yeah, we talked about them on our show.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I would like to say that Timekeeper is also saying that electronic pigeon carriers is how Skynet started.
Little
So, like,
Terminator there.
Skynet was invented to stop electronic pigeon carriers. Like, it's a big net, and the birds are stupid, and they fly in it and get stuck. Bird, I'm a bird.
All right, just stop
I
this.
am so sorry. I am so sorry I brought him.
You're at my house.
Oh my
Kind
god.
of. She's not quite at your house.
Someone brought someone.
Let's talk about the Streamies.
Yes.
Okay.
So
That's a good idea.
Darryl already jumped the gun
Oh,
because
sorry.
he's a douchebag, and while he was talking an hour
I'm
about
a
Tench.
premature, what's it called? Premature.
No,
Oh yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
A
Very
premature
premature.
nominator. A premature nominator, I think is what it's called.
Oh, yeah. We all have our talents in life. I have none.
All right, so let me. So here, Darryl, we'll start with you. So Hench and Might Give You Life, right, are both going for Streamy Awards, yes?
They are. They're both in the runnings, and we're whoring ourselves out to ask fans to nominate us and stuff like that. I know, and Gabe and Teal over at Might Give You Life have been working really hard to try to get more people involved with nominating them, and I'm sure they've nominated. They've gone through the process and the steps, you have to go through putting yourself through. And of course, here at Hench, we've been doing the same thing. We really want to make a second season as a web series. We have a great second season web series written. We're just waiting on, to find out all our shit. And then once we can move forward in one direction or the other. Either one's going to be phenomenal, and you're going to love it. But yeah, of course, we want to not. It's always nice to be recognized by like somebody outside of yourself and beyond YouTube comments and Facebook creepy messages, which I love the creepy messages. Keep them coming. Yes, I do work out. Please stop asking me to take off my shirt and send you pictures.
Oh, sorry, man. I'm sorry about that, man. I gotta.
It's okay, Jeff.
It's that.
And
Yeah.
stop asking me the same thing, because
Well, please stop asking Jake to do that.
I'm talking to you, Darryl. You
I know.
stop asking me.
Just give me the one picture is all I need.
You can get a half nip. That's it. Just a half nip.
Right now?
Not now. I'm
You
just.
have to keep talking to keep the camera on you, so you have to talk while you do it. Maybe sing a song. Maybe row, row, row your boat. I don't know. Maybe that's what I want.
Maybe touch my feet while you do it too. I don't know. It's just crazy ideas. I'm just.
Maybe I'm coming out there right now, and maybe I'm going to
This
suck on your
might
toes.
be
I
the
don't know.
creepiest interchange we've ever had.
All right.
But anyway, so yeah,
No.
That's what we're after, and of course it would be amazing. And but thanks Jeff for having us on and letting us whore ourselves out to here. But My Gimpy Life and Hench are both directed by Sean Becker, who's, if you don't know Sean Becker's incredible. He's amazing. He's a fucking genius, like flat out. He's just a genius. He's a great guy. I'm very happy to call him a friend, and I love him very dearly. And I hope that rash is cleared up for him.
Oh my God!
And,
Too much?
yeah.
TMI.
Folks,
TMI.
We're live.
Wait, we're on the internet?
Yeah, we're on the interwebs right
I
now,
have
buddy.
no idea what that is.
Oh, that's bad. I'm gonna.
So streamies.org is the site where you can go to nominate anybody, folks. But I'm going to have Jonathan and I are going to talk a little bit about. There's a bunch of us cross-promoting each other for the Streamies. Jonathan, why don't you first off tell people just briefly about the Streamies, because you actually got nominated last year and got to go there and hang out with some cool people. And then we'll tell people where a site where we put all these links together, easy links where you can go vote for our shows.
For sure, the Streamy Awards are arguably the most Hollywood of all the web series award shows that are out there. They're put on by Dick Clark Productions, so that they really know how to put on an award show. When we showed up there last year, you stepped into the theater and it looked and felt like a big Hollywood award show. It was really a good experience for web series and kind of elevated it for everyone involved, and everyone was there. Sitting a couple rows in front of us was Joss Whedon and Eliza Dushku and Felicia Day, and we chatted with them all. So, getting to kind of be there with an independent web series, it was a really positive experience for us. And this year, the reason I'm really excited about what the Streamies are doing is that they seem to have really listened to a lot of the feedback. A lot of people said, it's too inaccessible, it was too expensive. It was something like $450 to submit to all the categories last time, and they said it's all just studio. So they seem to really be listening to that now. They have indie categories, they have Vine categories, and the price to submit is $95 for unlimited categories. So very, very reasonable, right on par with the most affordable of award shows. And whether it's studio swept or not, I guess is yet to be seen. But at least there are some categories reserved for the indies like us. So very excited about it for that reason. I'm sorry I bored you, Jake. He's gone.
It's like you're not talking about Hench, so forget it.
We're gonna go.
I'm going to
Jonathan,
tell you right now, Jake is urinating.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad you left the outhouse to do that. Jonathan, I do like, as you're talking about awards show, how you have all of your awards just like hovering over your shoulder.
Thank you for calling that out, because dude has more trophies than like the cool kid in high school. Like, god damn.
And on the other side, he has the poster with like the cleavage. Like, you've got like two great visuals just behind you.
Jonathan talks.
Mine has a whole thing of trophies behind him too. What's up with that, you guys?
Yeah, it's Trophy World.
I have some melons behind me now.
I just have Indiana Jones's rope bridge.
To sum up what Jeff was saying, we thought there's a number of independent web series that we're all part of a community. We've always been friends and helped each other out, and it kind of happens to be that we're all generally going for different categories. So it kind of made sense to do this kind of group promotion, and we've been trying to promote the whole list and tell people to vote for everybody. They're not canceling each other out because it's different categories. Cool. It's only one vote per specific vote, but you can vote for as many categories, as many different shows as you want. And they've made the voting so easy. It's literally like a click, hit submit, you're done. No logging in or anything. So it's easy to vote, and it helps us a lot. And there's a whole list of shows and people we have. But I think I think someone did the whole list in less than a minute.
Yeah. It didn't take me long to register at all, and like what is this?
Oh, I think Jeff was just showing some stuff.
Some of the art that Jonathan.
Oh, okay. I was like, I think I just had a stroke. I didn't know what happened.
just shut up.
We're supposed to help with that.
So there's different art for all the shows and stuff that Jonathan very awesomely did.
Cool.
So what we did is Super Knocked Up, Super Geeked Up, Clutch, Asset, and Now with Dad have all kind of teamed up, and we're cross-promoting each other. So all those links for all those shows for voting can be found at superknockedup.com. I just put a link up today. If you go to that homepage, there's a news item, the very top news item. Just click on that. You'll get all the links. What Jonathan was saying is we've customized it so the forms are filled out. You just have to click submit every time. Like Jonathan said, it'll basically take you under a minute to vote for every single link on there. It's super fast. We've set it up to make it easy on everybody. Thanks. Nicole's already done it, apparently. So
I've already done it, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yay!
So that's how you can vote for all of us. Please, obviously, you can also. There's no limit to how many shows you can vote for, so you can vote for Hench and My Gimpy Life. And guys, I don't know, Angela,
Still's on there up there too.
Okay, great. So, and then Still, you can vote for Still as well in the streaming. Absolutely, great.
And
Maybe I guess what program.
like all these web series have been like funded through like either crowdfunding or, God forbid, their own pockets, which is what we did. And like it's insane, and it's a lot of time and effort and money. And like anything you can do to help these guys, I feel like I'm doing an NPR like please donate thing, but like I mean anything you can do to like keep these people's spirits alive and keep creating, like it's gonna break that repetitive cycle of TV. And listen, I work in TV. God bless it. It pays my bills. It provides me with wonderful things. But the web is really where the new and the innovative ideas are coming from, and where the craziness is coming from, and the unpredictable is coming from. That's the reason you ended up with things like Lost, and you ended up with things like Walking Dead and Breaking Bad, because the comic book generation and this mystery and like sci-fi generation came around, and they were like, hey, you know what I want? I want this shit on TV. I want this stuff being promoted by Target and like Best Buy and McDonald's, and you know, if you keep supporting us in the web community, we're going to be able to take that and push it out into the mainstream, and we're going to be able to become like, you know, your water cooler conversations. You just got to give us the chance to get out there and get that. See, that's totally like non-cursing, totally like.
It was great.
That was good.
The most lucid thing you ever said.
And you didn't even like slur, so that was, you know what, on your diction as you've been drinking. So I'm
First of all,
really impressed with that.
Diction is actually defined as word choice. Articulation is what you mean.
True.
Okay?
Wow, Daryl.
It's different in Canada.
Right.
I would like to point
have a
out
whole
that he's
different
less
language.
drunk right now than Joss Whedon was in that photos.
Yeah, here's a picture from last year of Jonathan and Matthew
Yeah.
with Joss.
That's a sharp. You guys look sharp. Do I have to wear a suit if we go to this thing?
I will not wear a
Not if you're
suit.
Joss Whedon, obviously, you don't.
Yeah.
Daryl, we're going to wear the Dumb and Dumber tuxedos.
Awesome.
I'm there.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, we're about to get to our
I want
segments
orange,
and
so
stuff. But again, if you're watching right now or later on, please go to superknockedup.com, click on the Streamies link. If you're watching right now, you can do it as you're listening to this and watching. It's really easy. And then please also go to streamies.org. Vote for Still, vote for Hench, vote for My Gimpy Life, all that
Vote
stuff.
for it all.
That's
and we
like you were saying, that's the way you help us out.
Exactly. And we've got a couple. We've got already Chris Hadley saying he's definitely going to watch everything and vote for all of our shows. So that's awesome. Thank you,
Chris.
And Alexander is saying that oddly enough, Daryl is just as awesome sober and unpredictable as he is drunk.
Oh, you don't know him well enough then.
So, guys, we're gonna take if you're watching the recorded version, a quick commercial in a second. But when we come back, we're gonna do trailer trash. We're gonna talk Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Exodus, Gods and Kings, Hercules, and The Giver. So, if you're not live, you're watching recorded. We'll see you back in a second.
Welcome back from commercial break, everybody.
Hope you enjoyed that commercial on how to get a huge penis, starring Jake Bennett.
I don't know what.
That was, just so we're clear, if it was a penis commercial, Nicole was the wrong person to like bring us back to the She was like, hi guys, I'm 12. I'm the cutest little button you've ever seen.
Do you have a lot of penis advertisements on your show?
Is that like
Dude, it's all penis advertisements.
Well, with this many dicks in a room, why not?
Oh.
I know there's I know there's one in your kitchen right now.
Okay.
You mean me?
I mean you. I'm not you, Dick. Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
So Jeff.
So, Darren, yes, thank you. Let's do the segment. This is trailer trash, and then we're going to do Name That Geeky Character again after that. Here, I'll start with the first two because I selected these, and Nicole can take the other two. All right, so trailer trash. Now, that doesn't. Here's the thing. It's called that because Tanya named it, and she's sucky at naming things. But
That's brilliant.
That's a great one.
it's actually really good.
Don't
really good.
listen to
I
him.
grew up in Alabama, Jeff. It's a great name.
It's phenomenal. It makes me feel at home.
Well, okay, awesome. What I'm saying is that not all the trailers are crap, is what I'm saying necessarily. It was the point, though. Okay, some maybe. Some.
I get you, Jeff. I get you.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the first one here that we watched. I think it was the second trailer, I guess, that they released of it. So let's get people's thoughts on this. And there's been plenty of outcry, of course, with Michael Bay ruining Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles already online. Here, let's go with some of the still people. So Daryl doesn't speak the entire time.
Or at all. Or at all.
Yeah.
I'll mute myself.
So, Brent, any thoughts on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer? What do you think about it?
I liked it. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of trailers that I watch recently. It's like, you see a trailer and they put out a lot of the good parts, and then sometimes it's just like you go to the movie and you're like, wow, that was absolutely nothing like what I expected. So I have no idea how I truly feel about it yet. But if it is Michael Bay, I'm going to assume we're going to see some explosions. And,
maybe a couple.
Maybe a couple too many, but I'm excited. I want to see it. So.
All right, Angela.
Yeah, it intrigued me. I actually was like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? What? I hadn't heard that they were making a remake. And it had his kind of brushstroke all over it. It looked like Michael Bay. And then they had Megan Fox, which is going to bring out a whole bunch of people as well. So I actually thought I might actually go see it, just from the trailer.
All right. So, Jonathan, what did you think about it?
Yeah, I really wanted to hate it. I so wanted to hate it.
Yeah.
It was not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. The comedy surprised me. I think they got the right tone.
Simone?
Yeah, actually, I'm not a fan of the Ninja Turtle, but I saw the trailer and I might actually go and see it. Like the play that he has with the shell, running down and fighting and stuff. So, it looks cool actually. I might actually take a look.
Wow, this is getting a much more better review than I thought it would. Michelle, what do you think?
Well, I mean, I like the big effects thing, and I like the humor. I don't know, I was kind of grossed out by the rat sensei guy.
Splinter! He's the best!
Awesome!
Hey, there's another great sidekick.
That version of Yoda.
Sidekick, yeah.
I'll probably go see it with my child. But.
All right. That's cool. It's a good movie, probably for kids. You know what? Here's the thing. I saw earlier trailers, and I was like, this looks terrible. And I was a huge fan of the original cartoon, growing up, and the Turtles. So, but this last trailer, I'll be honest with you, it has intrigued me now. That actually didn't look horrible. It looked. Oh, okay. I can't wait to hear Tanya's. It looked like there's some humor in it. I'll tell you this: I do not like at all the style of the Turtles and how they look. I just don't like it. It's really shitty, to be honest with you. I think. I did appreciate they made a joke about how they're not aliens because that was the outcry when they were going to make them aliens. I appreciated that in the trailer. So I don't know. So it looks like they might get the humor and there's some cool action. I'm on the fence. We'll see. Tanya, no good. You didn't like it?
Okay, here's my thing.
Oh boy.
You get the voice clearing for that. That's good.
I have a soft spot for the cartoon. I'm gonna put that out totally front. I watched that a lot when I was younger. So I appreciate where they were going kind of towards in that trailer and probably the entire film of trying to get some of the jokiness between them and trying to make them like, oh yeah, we're bad guys or we're cool guys that no one really knows about, blah blah blah. Here's my thing. Why the hell does he look like a freaking Transformer?
Yeah.
Shredder?
Shredder?
Are you? He basically is a Transformer with blades, and that's just stop, Michael Bay.
I thought that too. I smell Transformer.
Yeah. But that's what's going to make the money, you know? I think that's what's going to bring the kids now, because that's what they expect.
They have a Transformer franchise with Megan Fox.
I know. But that's what the Hollywood does. They figure out what makes money, right? And they just do it again.
I know, but it drives me crazy that he was already cool. He was already awesome. He does not need to be a Transformer with like and like he doesn't need to do that.
Daryl's raising his hand.
Are you raising? He's on mute at the moment. It looks like
he's on mute.
Get Daryl. You don't have to mute yourself. Go ahead.
You can speak.
All right, let me just say this. Ninja Turtles were the first and my favorite comic book I've ever bought. The way they came about were that two, and I'm gonna blank on their names because I'm not smart.
Kevin Eastman.
And yeah.
Thank you. They were at a party, is the story that I've always heard, that they were at a party and they kept drawing pictures and passing them back and forth of like what to draw, and eventually they turned out to be turtles, and then they became turtles with weapons, and then they became Ninja Turtles, and that's how the Ninja Turtles were born. Talking about earlier how we were collaborating, making up like stupid ideas, and they were like, oh, let's make turtles. Oh, let's make them teenagers. Oh, shit, let's make them ninjas. Oh, let's give them a rat as a leader, you know. Let's put them in the sewer. Like, it's crazy.
And they love pizza. Because
they're teenagers, you know. And so, like, if you take into that account, you've got Michael Bay. Listen, say what you want about Michael Bay. He is successful, and granted, yes, I am in Hollywood, and granted, yes, I am a sellout. I'm fine with that. He is successful. He makes what he makes. He is a stuntman, which I can appreciate and handle. He's a stuntman turned director. He makes one kind of film, and he makes an action film. And he makes that kind of action films that Chuck Norris and Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme and, like, you know, all these Lee Marvin, like all these guys would have starred in, depending upon what genre or what year it was. And now it's Turtles, because he's going back and tapping into the 80s, because all the kids I have a 10-year-old that my girlfriend and I, she has a 10-year-old and I'm the stepdad or whatever. Like, we have a 10-year-old. I want to take him to see it because I want to share with him the experience of what I loved about the Ninja Turtles. And I think, I'm going to say this, Michael Bay is going to give it to us, because what he expects in a movie, what my 10-year-old that is in my life expects in a movie is what I expected in a movie at my age, which was puppeteering, which was practical effects rather than CGI effects and things like that. I wanted explosions. I wanted Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I wanted, you know, Sylvester Stallone, and now he wants, like, you know, CGI turtles that he can quote and say to his friends, and that's what Michael Bay's going to give us. And you can't argue with Michael Bay when he gives you exactly what he wants.
That's probably the most eloquent defense of Michael Bay I've heard. But
it's true. Although I'm going to point out that I don't believe that Michael Bay is actually directing; he is producing.
Yeah.
So that's the thing too. Is that does that director have some sort of other idea?
Yeah, I understand.
The director is Jonathan Liebsman or something like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. If Michael Bay's on set, he's bossing people around.
That's true. That's true.
But I think it's going to be fun, and I think it's going to be something that, like, is, you know, the thing is like movies from when we were kids. I assume everyone's in their late 20s, early 30s. The movies from when we were kids, like, you know, like I watched Explorers, like, you know, I don't know, like the Explorers with Ethan Hawke and River Phoenix, maybe like a couple of weeks ago. I tried to watch it with my stepson, and it was like I was like, whoa, this is not holding up at all. Like, it's not holding up at all. It just doesn't have it. It's very cute. I have like all these wonderful nostalgic memories, but it needs that thing that keeps these, you know, 7-second attention span kids engaged, and Michael Bay has that. I bet you won't see a clip in there longer than 8 seconds in the entire film.
Well, I agree that I actually like Michael Bay's. I love the action, but I don't agree that all of the older movies don't hold up. My son is 12, and he's watched some of the older movies. I can't think of anything that's come to mind, but he loves them. I think it's the film, Arnon. It should be taken individually.
Does he love the film, or does he love watching it with you, Michelle?
Oh, well, I'm sure it's me, but it's also he actually watched Stand By Me and loved it, and that's not an
Oh, that's a great. That holds up.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry,
holds
Michelle.
up.
I should have clarified. I'm talking just in action, like children action adventure films. I'm not talking
Well, I
like.
was trying to
that's a
think,
drama.
he loves Star Wars. He memorized Star Wars, and that's
Okay.
that's old school. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you make a good
Yes.
point. Star Wars is like timeless though.
The
to me.
Goonies.
Yeah.
Goonies, yeah.
Goonies.
The
Goonies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have a couple of counterpoints to you, Daryl, on
Oh,
Twitter
what a
at the
surprise.
moment. So
Michael
Alexander Alexander Martin is saying the current Nickelodeon show is going to be a much better representation for the kids, though.
I do love the Nickelodeon show, and I played the Nickelodeon version on the Xbox 360, and I do love it. I love it.
And Annie Cat is saying that no, she won't see it. It's sacrilege. After hearing canon has changed around from how it's supposed to be, it's not cool.
Woo! Alright,
User
it's
1 trillion on
Turtles.
Twitter, Philip, says the stunts look awesome, though, so he's looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Alexander Martin also says the longer trailer seems to have swayed people. The sizzles were kind of concerning. I agree. The sizzle shorter reels were. Go ahead, Jake.
Well, here's what I have to say about it. I want to take Daryl's 10-year-old to see it too, so it's not weird that I'm 28 and going to see the Ninja Turtles movie, because I really want to see the freaking Ninja Turtles movie. Like, I had the same thing where I was like, no, Michael Bay is trying to ruin my childhood. Like, next thing you know, he's going to be making vegan crunch berries and doing, like, you know, he's going to bring back LA Lights shoes and somehow make them suck. Like, I was like, no, he can't.
They suck to begin with.
Shut your face, Crittenden. LA Lights were awesome. So, I thought it was going to say, but the trailer looks fun. It looks a lot of fun, and I really do want to. Here's my only thing with it: putting Megan Fox in a yellow jacket makes her April O'Neil as much as combing my hair with a part makes me Superman. Like, I just don't think.
You know what, though? I didn't think so either, but in the trailer, I actually thought she looked better than usual. I thought she looked pretty decent, actually.
There's not. I would have anyone but Megan Fox, anyone, to be April O'Neil.
I would have liked an Anna Kendrick. Is that her name? The little
yes, she would have been fantastic.
Somebody with a little
Awesome.
bit more work. I do agree with that. I'm not the biggest Megan Fox fan, but you know, April was always supposed to be a sex symbol. Am I wrong in that? Like, I don't really remember, like, when I was a kid, like, if I found her attractive as a cartoon character, because I guess
you were into Splinter mostly.
I was mostly into the Turtles or Casey. But no, I just you know, like, she's a sex symbol. What?
Nothing. Just go on.
Okay.
All right. No, actually, hang on. We should move on to the next trailer.
Yeah, let's go to the next show.
But just two quick tweets here. Underground Badger says to something Daryl said, I don't want Michael Bay to, quote, give it to me. Doesn't matter if it's TMNT or STDs.
Well done, Underground Badger.
Yes.
He already gave us one STD. It just came out 2 weekends ago, I think.
Oh.
Boom.
And at Stabby Robot says, IR Daryl, that's Daryl on Twitter, just blew my mind with an epic, clearly drug-induced, psychotic episode defending Michael Bay's TMNT.
Guys, I've only had, oh my god, I've drank most of this bottle of wine.
All right, next trailer. Here we go. Next trailer. Exodus: Gods and Kings. So this is, I didn't even know about this until I saw it. I just was looking for trailers and saw it online. It's now I'm trying to remember. Ridley Scott, right? Is doing it.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's it's an epic biblical tale with Christian Bale as Moses, and then Ramses from Egypt times, and so I'm interested in what you guys think there. Obviously, visually, this looks like one of the most stunning films ever, for sure. I would see it. It looks cool. I mean, I think the actors look damn good in this movie.
Well, I mean, you can't go wrong. Like, it's got everybody in it. It's Ridley Scott. He can draw anybody into a film, first of all. But Jake and I were watching these trailers together earlier, and Jeff, will you please ask Jake what he thinks?
Hey, Jake, what do you think of this trailer, Exodus: Gods and Kings?
Well, here's the thing, Jeffrey. You know, we were talking earlier about how they were like, you know, people just throw ideas out, and we're like, oh, that'd be great, let's do that. and then it's often. I think what they did is somebody was like, all right, what are the two biggest demographics in the nation? And they're like, okay, the religious right and people who watch Game of Thrones. Let's do a movie with both of those things.
And throw in imagery from Gladiator because, why not?
Why not?
Like, that's all, like, no.
All right, there you go. We got
I think Jake reviewed it for us by himself.
Just don't care.
So you don't like it? Is that what you're saying? You
No.
want to see it?
I don't care.
Jake,
No. Like,
Jake, Sigourney Weaver is in it. You will see it and you will keep your mouth shut. Sigourney Weaver.
I got plenty of the Bible growing up in the South, so it's
but not like God directing it. You got like, Reverend fucking slightly racist guy that doesn't like gay people. That guy, and now
you really narrowed it down. You really narrowed it down, Reverend, that gay people. Man, I mean,
that's what this
I don't know.
About,
it just doesn't.
Angela,
It looks great, but I don't care.
Angela, what did you think?
I just thought that's so interesting. He's like, hates the Bible and hates Game of Thrones. They're so random.
I don't hate Bible. I don't hate the Bible or the Game of Thrones. Like, I just think it's.
Good luck.
Jake is the Antichrist.
Jake is going to be murdered after this.
I'm like, wow.
I don't hate either of those things. I just don't think you need to mush them together and make them a movie.
I think you need a hug, Jake, is what I think. He needs a
Daryl,
hug.
go get him,
Daryl. Daryl, go give him a hug.
All right, so while they're doing that,
I thought it looked great. I mean, for the first moment, they showed Christian Bale, which you already had me right there. I think he's great. And then it said it was Ridley Scott.
No, I'm hogging.
Get off of me.
I'm hogging. I'm hogging. You want me to kiss you on the mouth?
Yeah, go.
Did it work?
Why do you smell like peanut butter? Get off of me.
All right, that's enough. Keep going, Angela.
Okay, I was just gonna say that I loved like Gladiator and some of the big films now, like with Transformers. I feel like you miss story, you miss narrative, and actually watching this, it visually was beautiful. The music was beautiful. The casting is great, and the shots were awesome. And I think that the story is gonna be there too, and it happens to be in the Bible. So it's just sort of a sidebar. Cool. I thought it looked really good.
Awesome, me too. I'm with you. Screw Jake.
Look, no. I think my problem with it is not the Bible. That's not far from my problem.
It's the Game of Thrones. Okay.
No, I like Game of Thrones. I watch Game of Thrones every week. But like, they just first, if you want to talk about it being in the Bible, that's not the story that's in the Bible at all. So like, but it's just not. It doesn't look entertaining to me. It looks like they're just let's put a fuck ton of money into like a Game of Thrones type thing because that's what everybody is on about right now, and put a bunch of actors into it that people like. But it's like, I don't know. I just don't think it's going to be that entertaining.
I hear what you're saying. I had that with Moses. I thought that. I was like, I didn't think that at all.
Or Noah. Noah.
Noah. That's what I meant. Noah.
Yeah.
Noah. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Any other comments from people about you want to share your thoughts on Exodus?
I'm kind of totally with Jake. It was just, I mean, it looked too like
Bible hater.
And now he's turning on me. Come on, man. Yeah, no, I don't know. There was that line, something is coming and I can't stop it, and it just so careful, so calculated, and like.
Well, that's Christian Bale for me. Like, he's always so in control. He's like Denzel Washington,
Daryl, you turned into an adorable puppy.
This is Fizzgig. If you can name the movie the name Fizzgig is from, I will
make out with you.
Sign off right now.
Yeah.
I will not retweet you for a week.
Don't you want to have retweets? Never mind.
I don't know. I just did a show with Jennifer Love Hewitt. I'm kind of like over retweets right now.
Oh my God, you did?
Yeah, I just did Criminal Minds. And she's a series regular on there now.
Oh my god, I'm so jealous.
Cool.
Oh, she's amazing. She's a wonderful human being. She's incredible. She's like the nicest person I've ever met.
Cool.
She was like,
Get her on the show and get rid of you.
Think that.
Jesus, Jeff, why don't you say how you really... Fizzgig, look at Fizzgig. She's so cool.
All right, anybody else? I don't know. Anybody else want to weigh in on Exodus?
I will give one from Twitter. Snobby Robot just tweeted in, who wouldn't want to hear the gospel according to Ridley Scott?
Nice.
Great point.
I mean, I think I also kind of agree with Jake in terms of it looks a lot like, let's combine all the cool things that we know are going to sell a lot of tickets, especially in the first weekend. It's going to create controversy, which will create PR, because there's going to be somebody who is upset with it. It happens almost any time that there is a mainstream movie that is based in any sort of main religion, basically.
All right.
Well, to one more little tiny point, just to play devil's advocate, because it's me, but didn't Ridley Scott invent the cool, and everybody else is ripping off Ridley Scott, and this is just Ridley Scott doing his style?
But how cool has Ridley Scott been in recent years?
I think he's been damn cool.
I think he's fucking amazing. I really enjoyed it.
Prometheus was awesome, man.
I mean, Prometheus I could watch every day. Like, I mean, granted, sorry if this is gonna spoil it for you, but fuck you, it's been on HBO Go for like a month now. It was a shitty Alien prequel, but like the coolest origin story of Alien I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, it was a 2-hour movie to give you like 10 seconds of like, oh, what? That's Alien? Holy shit! Like, I mean, I was pretty okay with that, And Ridley Scott, not just because I've worked for the man in my past, but
oh my god, what a bunch of name droppings going on!
I was just letting you know that I've worked for RSA. No big deal. Granted, it's a Liberty Mutual commercial, but whatever. That counts.
On Twitter, Chris Hadley says, "Love your dog, Daryl."
Thank you. And he knows what Fizzgig is from. Fizzgig is from the...
I don't know.
No.
Fizzgig is from the Dark Crystal.
Oh.
Now, don't owe me, you
Okay.
Timekeeper Show on Twitter says, to earlier comments about the Bible, I think the show is hacked by the Fox News feed for a minute. All right, I'll turn things over to Nicole here to talk about our other last two trailers.
Yeah, well, actually, really quick, you're talking about Prometheus, and just a little random fact is that our editor and visual effects artist for Progress was a digital effects artist on Prometheus too. So
wow, that's awesome.
Cool little plug. What's that?
That's why Progress looks so good.
That's right.
Well, yeah, Paul Lott is amazing. We're really lucky to have him. Okay, so let's see, what are mine? Oh, yeah, okay, so Hercules. Did everybody watch that one with The Rock?
The Rock.
The Rock Johnson?
The Rock.
Ah, he's great. I was going to say, I think you love, I love him. I love The Rock. But you know what?
You love him as, actually an action star, or just, because you think he looks, awesome?
It's very important.
Is getting a little molesty on this thing, just so we're clear.
What was the movie he was just in with Mark Wahlberg?
No Pain, No Gain.
Yes, I love that. He did great.
I'm just disappointed he didn't do the eyebrow or the people's elbow at any point. That's all I kind of want to
maybe he will. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dwayne Johnson does not need to stoop to his old tricks to get you to come and watch Hercules. My only problem, and I hope to God this is only with the trailer, since this is called Trailer Trash, since it's named that segment, is that it is a period piece and they use modern rock music. That's the only complaint I have. Otherwise, I will see the movie. I'll even put up with modern rock music because it's Dwayne Johnson, and the dude is the nicest man on the planet. If you've never seen him work out,
are you name dropping him?
Oh my God, you work with him too?
Oh my God, did you wrestle with him?
No. I saw his Instagrams and his Vines. If you've never seen his stuff when he's working out and people are distracted because he's in the gym, he yells at them. He's like, "Focus!" And then he laughs at the camera. It's hilarious. If you've never seen it, it's amazing. I want to see it because Dwayne Johnson's in it, because The Rock's in it, because he's awesome. He's amazing. He's a good man. He's an incredible person, and I want to see him be Hercules. That's it. I just don't like rock music and modern and
So you didn't like A Knight's Tale either, then?
Oh, I love A Knight's Tale.
Oh my God!
I love
Nice
You have no idea. Like I was loving it, and then every time like any song came on, I was like, I can't. What are you doing?
Oh, it's
great. They're in tights. You don't do that.
They're in awesome, man.
Gosh. Okay, let's see. What about like Simone? What do you think about Hercules?
I like The Rock. He's a nice guy and everything. As usual, visually striking, and they are trying to pull all those levers. So I don't know. I like the guy, not in all the movie he has done, but I might actually check it out. I don't know. I'm not totally convinced, but you know, I might check it out.
Brent, what about you?
We get to watch The Rock destroy CGI monsters. I don't know what else there is to say than that. Like, that's
Brent
gonna be
my kind of man, is what I have to say about that.
It's gonna be awesome. Like,
Well, that lion looked pretty cool. So.
yeah, exactly. And then there's
the Hydra looked awesome. Yeah.
they had that giant boar near the end that destroyed the tree. Well, he rose up or man, I'm excited. And it's not just because I do that kind of stuff. I'm generally excited because it's awesome. So, ready for that one.
Anybody else?
You know what? See, for me, earlier trailers, again, I was not interested, but this one did make me more interested, kind of like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one. This one looks cool, and I do like The Rock. I don't know, I want to see it now after seeing this trailer. I will say it has, like, the most number of like deeply voiced men in a movie like ever. With like very gravelly voices and like and the shot of that girl getting out of the pool was the hottest thing ever. So
I mean, that's straight ripped out of 300 though, don't you think?
But all she needed was an egg salad.
One egg sandwich, and that would have completed the trailer for me.
Do we start saying water sex now? Is that when that happens? Sorry.
I think we just call egg salad sandwich sex at this point. Like, let's kind of
see, here's my thing, and I'm looking to Twitter and one person in particular, Lindsay Running. I am a little bit of a literature geek, and I feel as though you need to stick close to the source material, and I am worried, as I am with Exodus, that possibly they are not
and Ninja Turtles.
And Ninja Turtles, not sticking to the source material. That's my concern. And aside from that, really the only Hercules in my life is Kevin Sorbo.
Oh, I know.
Yes, thank you. I know.
I was going to say, it kind of, from watching the trailer, I don't know if anybody here has played these games, but it looks like God of War. Like, it looks like that story to me.
Yeah, it does.
And,
which is fun, but...
Not Hercules.
Yeah, right.
He's a different one. He's a different one.
Well, I'm sorry, but for me, the only Hercules is Disney's Hercules.
You believe in going the distance, Daryl?
Yeah, Daryl, I don't want to brag, but I've met Kevin Sorbo. Just the name.
I passed him in the valley one time. I passed him.
Hashtag Kevin Sorbo.
Hashtag past Kevin Sorbo.
We have a few people weighing in on Twitter about this. First of all, Timekeeper wants to say that Daryl has wrestled with The Rock while brunching with Michael Bay. Obviously. Alexander Martin is saying it's concerning because the trials, Hydra, the lion, all the stuff you want to see has to be a montage if there's a war.
Yeah.
And Underground Badger is saying he thinks Hercules is a rental. I've been burned too many times by movies like this. Hashtag Immortal, hashtag Clash of the Titans.
I hope. See, I didn't think of. I hope it's not a montage, because the thing is, I actually think it was maybe kind of faithful because they worked in all the trials. It seemed like, or most of them, into the trailer. So I hope that's not a montage. You're right. That would kind of suck.
Yeah. Here's my other thing too, just randomly about CG animals. Why are they always like 20 times bigger than the person as a general rule?
No, now hang on. I thought I knew somebody was gonna bring that shit up, and I was ready. All right.
Lion, it really is.
I have worked with animals. I have worked with animals, and they are pretty big.
No,
I have one in my lap.
Did you see that boar? The boar is like the size of
the
a
boar is gigantic, but whatever. But that's like, but the lion is supposed to be gigantic because it's supposed to represent like all the fucking adversity that a norm. Because with these superheroes, these gods have to be able to be relatable to us. And let's face it, like basically people who are very lucky if anyone ever has sex with them at all. And like we have to be able to relate to these gods, and in order to do that, they have to make every challenge bigger. Like that's the reason Spider-Man's one.
Lucky, or the heroes.
No, we're lucky if we have. Wait, what are you saying, Michelle?
I was confused. Who was lucky if they had sex with them? Was it the animals? Or?
Wait, who's having sex with an animal?
We're just trying to follow.
I'm confused. But anyway, my point is that the adversary has to be insurmountable in order for us to be able to relate to a god. The end. Mommy!
Mom!
Oh no!
Mom!
Mommy, who's the douchebag talking about insurmountable?
I love it.
Also, FYI, Jake, Anthony is saying that you look a lot like Artie Lang and Norm from Cheers. He wants you to know that.
Thank you.
Jake, you have met George Wendt. Tell them about your name-dropping experience.
I'm above that, Daryl.
I'm gonna go.
But it was kind of cool. He saw me at an improv show and told me I was funny, and then gave me a beer. That was my experience with George Wendt. That was pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
I didn't wrestle with The Rock or
Hashtag Kevin Sorbo, hashtag George Wendt.
Hashtag egg salad sandwich.
Thank you, Tanya.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Before we move on to the last one, Nicole, just let me share one thing quick about Kevin Sorbo. I was working for Movie Maniacs at San Diego Comic-Con last year, and that's where we interviewed him. And you know what? He was actually really bummed that they didn't ask him to make a cameo in Hercules. He was really, really like bummed about it. He was like, "Why?" Yeah, it was kind of sad actually.
Because he's awesome. Like, why?
Because he is Hercules for me.
He is Hercules.
Yeah, I totally would have loved a cameo by him in the movie.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Well, Shatner said the same thing about Star Trek, so, you know, just saying, those are things that I know. So I'm going to
share more of your wisdom with us.
You know what? I take back my Yoda answer. Can I just have him be my sidekick? That would be great.
I'm pretty good in an alley, I'm just saying. And I mean fighting, not sexually, so.
You want to pick? Oh, good lord.
Oh, yeah.
So what's the last trailer, Jeff?
Well, Nicole is actually going to handle this one.
Okay, so this is for The Giver. I don't know if anyone's read that book or not.
I am now.
I just have to say, yeah, I don't think I've read it. I know that it was like one of the assigned readings in high school, but I don't think I got it.
You didn't do your homework?
No, it's just that
Whoever does it at homework.
But I think actually out of all the 4 trailers, this one was the most enticing to me, just because it's like, this is my type of movie. Like, I love Ender's Game. I didn't like the movie, but I like that kind of stuff. And Tanya's like, I hate it. No. It doesn't follow the source material. I actually really like this one, though. I think it's just like, I just really like it. That's all I have to say. And Jeff Bridges, I mean, you know. Anyway.
I mean,
dude, how amazing does Jeff Bridges look in this movie?
He looks great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He looks phenomenal. Thank you, Nicole, for picking this. I didn't even know about it. I can't wait to see this movie.
This was my favorite too.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the Hunger Games from District 1 perspective, right?
Thank you. That kind of a flair.
It's the Hunger Games from District 1's perspective, from what I. Also throw in Pleasantville, where they start.
Thank you.
No. It's
right?
what's the movie with Ethan Hawke? It's that one, or Christian Bale. It's that one. Here's the thing. I want to read this book because I don't want to see this movie.
Read the book.
Because I love Jeff Bridges. I'd watch him read the phone book. I'd watch him whatever. I'd watch him read shit I wrote. He's incredible. I don't want to see this movie because I don't want to pay $14 to go see a movie that I've seen 1,000 different ways.
Well, who said you have to pay to see it? I mean, you could just wait till it comes to DVD or something.
I thought you were going to say just sneak in.
I was gonna say,
I was like, what are you well, I'm not 2'2". I have to actually walk through a door, so I have to open it. So I can't just walk under it.
I don't think you know how doors work.
Oh, man, I
don't
totally...
work like that.
You know what it made me think of, though, when I watched it? It made me think of Ready Player One, which made me happy because that's an amazing book that will never get made into a movie because nobody can get all the franchise rights because it's got every pop cultural reference from 1972 till 10 years from now. But, like, it made me think of that and that kind of thing. And it did make me, like, feel like, you know, it gave me that youthful adventure of, like, oh, what's it going to be? So because I do have a 10-year-old, I probably will see it, and I'll think of you the whole time, Nicole, now, because I have a face to put the anger into, so I appreciate that.
have your 10-year-old read the book first.
Oh, he would. Are you kidding? He read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy like that.
Really? Amazing.
Oh, you don't understand. I don't have a 10-year-old. I have like a 35-year-old in a 10-year-old body. He's like the oldest man I've ever met in my entire life. It's ridiculous.
And Daryl's the opposite. He's a 10-year-old.
Yeah, it's exactly. I'm
gotta do
almost
it.
35, and I'm like 10. So.
Yeah.
Balance
You
each
guys
other
know
out.
that
That's good.
movies are big.
All right.
What the hell just happened?
I'm drinking more wine.
Oh.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Lindsay running on Twitter, by the way, says, Love The Giver was my gateway book into dystopian fiction in grade 8.
Agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm probably not going to go to the theater to see it.
It doesn't follow the source material.
I would see it if I had to write a paper on it when school started, because I don't want to read the book because I got other shit to do, and that's my. It's gonna for the kids' sake. I hope it follows the source material so they can just watch that instead of reading the book. Hashtag for the children.
Anybody else want to weigh in on The Giver?
I'm going to expand on my thought. Here's the
Did I
thing.
hear a sigh?
Yeah, there was a sigh. I really loved that book when I was grade 8, grade 7, whenever it was. And it to me it was more. It was less about. It was just my initial impressions. It was less about rebelling against society and more about finding out who you are and what your true self is. And I'm very worried based on the trailer. This is all about doing a war that's very Divergent, Hunger Games-esque, and less about that part of it, because obviously that wouldn't make a cool movie. So that's my concern, is that there'll be less of that whole discovering who you are and that fun stuff. So, and Lindsay running is telling me she's unfriending me. Yeah, you know you're not.
Let me tell you. Let me say this, Tanya. Let me say this to you, Tanya. From like, I haven't read any of these books and the movies you just mentioned. I had no desire to see Divergent, the movie. Mm-hmm. I've seen Hunger Games, but I wasn't really that excited about it. I'm super excited to see this one. So there's a big difference to me, and I didn't see any. I don't. You know what? It just there's something about the way they've done it, and I mean, the Jeff Bridges and
Is it because it's a male antagonist? Or excuse me, protagonist?
because it's a male protagonist. Oh no, dude!
Is it like, because you're more
I write-
relatable?
No,
Male?
not at all. Actually, because I write female protagonists all the time. That's not it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I have a lot more questions, but we can get into that later.
We'll talk later about that. I'll have to think more about that. Actually, you're right. I'll have to think why this is so different to me than the other ones.
Yeah.
You know
Did you
why?
like
This is
Equilibrium?
why.
Is it because the main kid kind of looks like Justin Bieber? Because that's what
That's it. Yeah.
That's what I first thought. The first time I saw him come on camera in that trailer, I was like, why is Justin Bieber in The Giver?
Oh my gosh.
It's possible that I am genetically programmed to hate it based on that.
That might be it. I was like,
Canadian, that's what it is.
I was like, well, no wonder that little shit wants to rebel against everything. He's a dick.
Oh my
That
gosh.
kid's a total
Actually-
tool.
You know what I think I like
Not a
about
giver.
the most?
Not a giver.
Not a giver. He's not a giver.
Yeah.
Taker.
He's a taker.
He's
Yeah.
a taker. Yeah.
Nicole, go ahead.
Oh, I was
You're
gonna
trying
say.
By the way, as a country, we give you him.
I don't want him. Are you serious? I was gonna say that, like, I think this trailer for me told the best story, like, overall. Whereas, like, Hercules had like this cheesy voiceover narration. I think Exodus did too. But I feel like The Giver, it just told the storyline. So that's probably why I liked it the best, because I felt like I could actually see where the story was going. Whereas the other ones, it was just like a bunch of like stuff put together. That's how I felt, but that's just me.
Yeah, it's about
AI.
something real. It had
It
something.
reminds me of AI. Yeah,
Oh.
waterfalls.
I'm not sure.
Don't go chasing them.
I
Don't go
recognize.
chasing them.
Share one more tweet before we move on. Timekeeper says, if Michael Bay could be involved in The Giver just a little, I think it could work.
Oh god, no.
No.
Brett's,
It's not
Brett's
even-
reaction was magical. I love it. Mwah.
Kind of remind me of the tone of the first half of The Island. So if it is kind of like that, and then it doesn't do what The Island did, it might be all right.
Oh, I hope it doesn't do what The Island did, yeah.
As long as, yeah.
Get released.
All right, here we go. We move on to our game time in a second here. We're going to play Name That Geeky Character or Show. But first, hey, it's time for one more last commercial break. If you're watching the recorded version, we'll see you in a second.
So if you have a
Welcome
weird
back.
penis, watch this commercial.
Jeez.
And that was
All
what
right.
the last one was. The last one was a penis commercial, wasn't it? We discussed it. Anyway.
All right, so
I'm just trying to help you plug your
Jake, stop talking.
advertising.
Stop saying plug.
all right, it's Name That Geeky Character or Show time. This will wrap us up for tonight. Nicole, why don't you explain how this game works?
Okay. So,
Or maybe not.
no, I got it.
You just created this game with me.
Let's
So I don't know why you would
just
know
make
what
it happen. Let's go for it.
No, I got it.
rules.
So we're gonna
Come on, short
be
stack, let's hear it.
split.
Oh no.
Stop distracting. Okay, we're gonna be split into two teams, and right? I think it's gonna be two, and then
I've got
one
the teams already
person.
set, yep.
Okay, and one person is gonna be kind of like we're gonna give them a list of
They're
characters.
going to be the
and shows.
giver. That's what they're going to
The
be.
giver. They're gonna give clues to like a character or show, and the other people in the team have to guess what it is. And I think it's about we do like a minute, and then at the very end we tally up how many correct answers you got, and that team wins.
What's
You
the
got it.
question?
No.
Alright, go team make salad. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's happening right
Good.
now.
That's okay.
Here's the
It's
teams.
more fun if you don't know.
Yeah.
Thank
Here are the
God.
two teams. Team one is Daryl, Jake, and I apologize. I apologize to the rest of you who are on this team. Michelle and Simone.
Cool.
All right.
Keep in mind, I've never actually met Jeff in person. Like, this is all through the internet web.
All right. That's really hurtful. You don't remember that one night we spent together, but okay.
You?
Team two.
Well, he
so
probably
big.
was drunk, so.
Team two is Tanya, Angela, Brent, and Jonathan. All right.
Cool.
Does Team 1 get a handicap at all?
Yes, Daryl is our handicap.
Wait, I think I'm being insulted right now, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
All right. Who would like on Team 1, which is Daryl, Jake, Michelle, Simone, who would like to give the clues? Any volunteers?
I think it has to be Jake.
Okay, Jake. Jake, you're going to do it. All right. So play along at home here, folks, as we're doing this. You guys are usually much better than us at the game. So everybody, I need you to close your chat. Only Jake should have his chat open right now. No cheating, please.
Hang on. Wait, hang on.
All right.
Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Are you hanging on?
Yes, I'm hanging on.
So we're all closing
Except Jake. Jake has it open. Everybody else close your chat.
your chat.
Jake, do you know how to open your chat?
I imagine I clicked chat, you dumbass.
All right.
I want a new team.
All right, Jake. I just put a list of characters or shows or geeky stuff in there. Don't say what they are. So you need to get your team to say as many of those as you can in 1 minute.
I'm ready.
You can go in any order. You don't need to follow like the exact order I put them in. Just
call me first.
Okay.
No.
All right, so
this is how it works.
I can say whatever I want to get them to guess that list that you just sent.
Except any word.
Well, sure. I can't say. Yeah. Gotcha.
Wonder Woman.
Wait, stop it.
Damn it.
Daryl, are you cheating?
No.
Wait,
was that right?
That was one of them. So you can't do Wonder Woman anymore. You just ruined it.
Yes.
That's okay. That's at the bottom of the list anyway. I don't think we're gonna make it. So anyway.
All right. No. All right. So Daryl, Michelle, and Simone, any of you guys can guess while he's giving these clues. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Everybody, Daryl, Jake, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna give you 1 minute and go.
Bad guy in Star Wars. He's Luke's father.
Darth Vader.
The type of automobile in Back to the Future.
DeLorean.
Daryl, I'm working. You have a puzzle of it right now.
Doctor Who.
Thank God.
Yes. Okay. The most famous spaceship in all of Star Wars.
Millennium Falcon.
There you go. Selena Kyle's alternate identity.
What?
Selena Kyle in Batman. Good God. It's a woman.
Catwoman.
Yes, thank you. Okay. So, the bad guy in Harry Potter. You can't say his name.
Voldemort.
Okay, but do say his name. Okay, the little furry bear guys in Return of the Jedi.
Oh,
yes. He steals from the rich and gives to the poor.
Richie Rich.
Robin Hood. Yes. On the next generation, he's in charge of the Enterprise in the next generation.
Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Yes.
Time. You got that last one in though. Time.
All right.
That was very impressive. You guys got 9.
I couldn't say captain.
And by the way, Richie Rich? What the fuck?
Richie Rich. Yeah, what was that?
Have you ever watched or read that comic? Have
he
you?
Steal from the rich, does he? He is rich.
Spends money.
Wait, can I call a quick timeout on life real quick? Can I do like a Zach Morrison?
It's Blake Check.
I did not.
Have you guys heard about Archie and what he's doing?
Yes.
Archie? Yeah.
Archie.
That's incredible. He's
really
dying.
cool.
He's dying. Archie's dying.
Yeah.
Because he's protecting his gay best friend. So just to dampen the conversation and make it really sad.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
All right, now go into something happy. Anyway.
Throwing the other team off their game. Good job.
Yeah, I like
it. Right, Michelle. Pounded.
All right, Nicole, you have a list?
Yeah. I do. You know what? I think it's a little hard because you told me that I can't use anything I've used before. So I'm just warning you guys, it might be a little hard.
I nominate Jonathan Robbins.
That sounds like I suck and I'm sorry, guys, is what it sounds like.
No, that's not what I was saying.
All right, so from the second team, who wants to give the clues?
Jonathan Robbins.
I'm giving clues, I guess. Chat is opening.
Okay.
All right, and then everybody else close. Jonathan, open your chat. Everybody else close your chat, please. Angela, Brent, and Tanya will be guessing.
Okay. Let me give you guys the
sandwich. There you
and
go.
Nicole's going to paste there. She just pasted it in there. All right. So you gotta get 10 to win, guys, because they got 9. They did very good.
All right.
Man.
Having a little asides talking about who we think are gonna win, and
Yeah, the pressure's on. All right, you ready, Jonathan?
Daryl and
Are
I
you
put down
timing them?
$200 on our team, so.
I am gonna time them. Yeah.
Jeff? Okay, cool.
All right, Jonathan, you ready?
yeah.
And go.
It's a Netflix original show. Lots of women. They get naked.
Orange is the New Black.
Which is New Black.
It was probably the first web series. Neil Patrick Harris, Felicia Day, directed by Josh Whedon.
We'll say a long blog.
Yep.
Yes.
Great show. Jennifer Garner, guns.
Alias.
Another Batman villain. She has red hair. Trees.
Poison Ivy.
Yes. Best Joss Whedon show ever.
Buffy.
Buffy.
No.
What?
Firefly?
Yes, thank you. John
got
Barrowman.
4.
Keep going.
Doctor Who spin-off, John Barrowman. Come on.
What?
Oh,
I was in it.
Torchwood.
Yes, thank you. They're not the ghost.
Mm.
Okay,
Busters?
Yes, they're not that Busters, but they are another type of Busters.
Mythbusters.
Hunt.
Yes, there we go. Great movie. Tim Curry sings Lips at the beginning. Fun.
Time.
Oh,
come
the
on.
Yeah.
Rocky Horror.
7.
Oh, Rocky.
It is Rocky Horror.
Those were tough.
Rocky
guys-
Horror was after the clock.
It was after the clock.
It
So
was.
you got 7.
Seven, I
So
think,
team
yeah.
1 is the winners. Team 1.
Yay! What do we get?
You get to have another hug and makeup session from Daryl.
We get to watch Still tonight. Woo!
Get an egg salad
You get an
sandwich.
egg salad sandwich.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've already
These
got
allow for
one
2 to
in
4
my
weeks for
pants.
Jeff, I like that you sent each of us a list of about 40 things, like we were going to get through that in one.
I believe in you, man.
Those are a
I believe in you.
Holy shit! Hey,
Now they're all
dumb
looking
stuff
at me.
in there.
20. There was 20 each, I think.
Wow.
We have very high hopes for people, I guess.
Yeah, you guys are not good.
All right, good job, guys. That was a good battle, though.
You
All right.
guys are like the opposite of Schindler.
Oh. You realize Hitler was the opposite of Schindler. Like,
Oh.
that's what you just called them. What is wrong with you, Daryl?
Daryl, banned from the show.
But I was Torchwood. That's cool.
Oh.
I was.
I have no response.
Firefly
Response, like, there's
Firefly
nothing to
is
say
not
back
the
to
best
that.
Swedish show ever.
Yeah,
It's
no.
amazing, you guys.
It's a good one, but it's not. Buffy
Buffy, I agree, guys.
Buffy wins hands down.
Yeah.
That's
Firefly's
just
incredible.
because Firefly got canceled halfway through because Fox was stupid. That's pretty much what happened.
Dollhouse.
Yeah.
Would have been amazing.
Dollhouse wasn't good
Dollhouse.
until it got canceled.
All right.
Dollhouse was incredible by the end.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So Fox will probably wait till Gotham gets really good and then they'll cancel that too.
Yeah. pretty
Nothing
much.
to do.
Fox is good with an end game. That's the that's what we've learned from all this. Except for The Simpsons, which apparently can just run forever.
All right. Let's wrap things up.
He was very bitter about that.
Yeah, he is. All right. So let's give some links before we sign off here tonight. Angela or anybody from Still, can you give us some links for where people can watch Still?
Let me
Yes.
repost
Anyone else?
it.
Here,
I
posting
got
it while Brent's posting it. ChronicleFactory.com. You can find us on YouTube. Type Still the Web Series.
Woo!
Still the Web Series on Twitter, Facebook. Still the Web Series.
All
Come
right.
watch us.
Awesome.
10 episodes.
Yeah.
Nice. And Hench, Jake, is that?
The interwebs. What is it's youtube.com/donepictures. We are on the Twitters at Hench_series. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/Hench the Series. That's where you can find us.
Yay!
Yeah.
Awesome. And Jonathan, all your shows?
My Clutch is at clutchtheseries.com. Don't watch it around kids. Out with Dad, do watch it around kids, is at outwithdad.com. they're about to come out with the third part of the third season in the next little while. So good time to catch up.
Actually, let me go to Tanya for Asset though. So
yes.
So Tanya, Asset.
I was
Watch TV
deferring.
with kids. It's gonna mess them up.
It will. It will. Yeah, no, I was going to defer to the producer, but fine, I can talk. So you can watch Asset at jts.tv/asset. All episodes are out and released, and you can binge watch that as much as you want.
Love binge watching.
That's why they made Netflix.
That's why they made it.
You are correct there.
Oh, Progress. You can watch that at progresstheseries.com or on youtube.com/progresstheseries. You can find us on Tumblr and Twitter and Facebook and Instagrams and all that stuff too.
I love how you were pounding the desk as you did that.
Watch this show, damn it.
Make it happen.
Nicole, how tall are you?
I'm like 5'1". I'm not really like that short. Well, I am short. I'm 5'1".
I'm like
And you're
5'1"
slightly
too.
indecisive, so that's good.
And Super Geeked Up is part of the awesome Frostbite Pictures. Please check them out at frostbitepictures.com or at frostbitepix. And Super Knocked Up, you can see at superknockedup.com. That's my show. And please, again, go to superknockedup.com. Click on the Streamy's news link. That is at the very top. Please vote for all the shows. Please also go vote for Hench and Still and My Gimpy Life and any other web series you really love. That would really help us out, and we appreciate it. And it's really, really quick, guys.
Damn right.
So it won't take much of your time at all. And thank you very much for voting. We really appreciate it. And thank you for watching, everybody. And thank you, everybody, for being on. Even Daryl, thank you, too.
Hoot! Holler! Jazz hands!
All right, so we like to sign off. We all are going to try to say Super Geeked Up at the same time, all right? So I'm going to do a little sign off here. When I point at the screen, everybody say Super Geeked Up and yell it, okay?
You got it.
Awesome. So thank you guys for watching, as always. And we'll next week, as usual, Wednesday, 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific. Until then, stay...
Super Geeked Up!